Welcome to MrMTrades. Today, I'm going to be sharing another profitable setup that is worth knowing, and it is an ABCD pattern. It's probably different to what you've heard. There are two other ABCD patterns for they are harmonic patterns, but that's not the ones that I'm going to be focusing on today. The ABCD pattern that I'm focusing on, it's a continuation pattern, and what I'm going to show you today is how to identify it, how to play it, because it can be very profitable, and it's worth knowing. So let's get started. So first of all, what we want to do, we want to make sure that we sort of watch the pattern develop in the pre-market. In this particular example, I'm going to be using the AMC chart from Friday, the 27th of Friday 27th of May. So you can go back and look at it. But here's what we've got. We've got a raise in price and in volume in the pre-market. Okay, and we just continue watching sort of the pattern develop. Okay, nice spike in price. We get a new high, and sort of continue the interest. We've got a new pre-market high, which is at 1280, and then we get the open. Okay, and at the open, we broke the pre-market high, and we continue with the price higher, establishing a new high. But then we get a strong pullback here, and then following the consolidation. And what's happening next? We've got an explosive move up, and this is where we start watching the formation of the ABCD pattern. And here's why: because that explosive move is a creation of our A point, right? And that's your high that you need to be aware of. So I'm just going to put a sort of resistance line over there, and then we get a nice sort of gradual pullback. Okay, and that's going to be your B point in the formation of the ABCD pattern. Why is that important? Because now, as this stock is trying to reverse, it also gave us another indicator right over here, right, with this resistance line, which indicates us a C point. Okay, and why is this important? Because now this is your accumulation area. Okay, this is your accumulation area, and the ideal scenario is that if you've seen this pattern enough times, you will kind of sort of be able to figure out on on what is happening in with that chart. And what do we do here? Sort of you say, okay, this is sort of the high, sort of pull back, establish a base, right? And your base now becomes your risk sort of level. Okay, risk level, that's where you would place your stop loss. Okay, and what you start doing here, you start accumulating on those dips, right? Establish a C and then a dip. So you can start your accumulation on those dips, and then hope for the for the pattern to continue, because that's what the ABCD pattern is the continuation, right, of that particular move that gave us A. And what we want to do here is establish a D, and D in turn will be your take profit position, where you're going to be taking 50% profit of your position and letting the rest ride, because as proven many times before, this pattern usually continues to run, and far more than anything else, giving you a really good entry on this accumulation and base, and then more profits. That's what's exactly happened here. with AMC. We got the D point here where we've taken 50% of our profits, and look at this one go. It's a huge huge runner that went up to almost 1450 or even higher. There we go, 1480 after hours. And let's just look at your risk reward ratio on this one. If you sort of accumulation with your stop loss level just below the B with your sort of profit, you get a risk reward of 17R. So beautiful trade, beautiful setup, worth watching for. And yeah, hope this was helpful and explains what the ABCD pattern is and how profitable it can be with the continuation that it's putting out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for future videos, and visit MrMTrades.com and check out what we do.